Hello and welcome back to the Green Wine Channel. Unless this is your first video you're watching, what are the odds of that? Anyway, I want to thank Jonathan behind the camera from Submerse and our friends at MPivot for helping us create this channel. I have Josh Metz here from Magnanimus Wine Group, and they've actually, you guys have a whole portfolio of green wines, as they say, not green, but
we call it a green portfolio of fine wine, actually, Joel. And so our portfolio, we are a young company, and actually our first release of our wines is out. We've been selling for about a year now. And our portfolio consists of 4 wine labels, all sort of centered around Mendocino County, which we sort of draw inspiration from and see as sort of the birthplace of a lot of this green movement. Many of our inspirational forebears, Paul Dolan and the Fetzer family, for example, have all sort of inspired us to come to Mendocino County and really begin to source grapes from either sustainable, organic, or biodynamic certified vineyards, and produce what we have here, which is this set of 4 wine labels. Ukiah and Talmadge sort of bookend the collection. Sustainable kind of being the broadest category. Old River is wines from organic vineyards, and Mendocino Farms all from certified biodynamic vineyards. And so really what we're trying to do is to combine sort of this focus on progressive, sustainable farming practices, and combine that with real innovative winemaking techniques. And so that's sort of our value proposition to our customers.
So tell us a little bit about when you're looking at your portfolio, the Talmadge, is that right?
Right.
Tell us a little bit. What are you guys making there?
Well, the Talmadge collection is some of the finest wines we're making. These are all small production lots. I think our largest production in current release is about 1,200 cases. And that is a blend. It's a Zinfandel, Petit Syrah, and Charbonneau blend. Nice. It's really been our most popular wine so far. And really what we're able to do there is capture all the sort of bright, ripe California fruit and balance it with a real focus on sort of old world styling. So we retain some nice acidity in the wine, and that's been real popular. Along with the that one's called the Pija blend. And then beyond that, we have some varietal bottlings of Charbonneau. We have a varietal bottling of Syrah from a coastal site that's quite nice, known as Moriah Vineyard. And we do a little Chardonnay and Pinot Noir as well. So that sort of is our kind of fancy boutique end of...
Price points on that?
Price points on that range from $20 to $35. You know, I think one of the nice things about Mendocino County is that while you can really get this great quality in the fruit and in the wine, the values that are still able to be had there are quite high, so we can then use that in delivering it to our customers and helping us get our wines out there in the marketplace.
Yeah, that sounds like, especially for small lot wines, that's a great price
right,
range.
Right. And the Ukiah Cellars is really a focus on really 2 wines, a Chardonnay and a Cabernet. That's sort of the entry point to our portfolio. Tends to be sort of the $15 to $18 kind of price point for those wines.
And then what about Old River?
Old River is a program that we're pretty excited about. Obviously, we know that organic farming has a long history in this whole green movement, really stemming from the sort of popularization of the movement through the Rodale's Journal in the early 50s. And so we are able to find some great vineyards. There we're doing Cabernets mostly right now. We're working on finding a white wine for that. One of the things about our company is that we don't own any of our vineyards. We're somewhat of a virtual winery in the sense that we source all our grapes from different vineyards, and that allows us to really draw from a lot of interesting places around Mendocino County. And in one case, in Nevada County, we have a real nice organic vineyard up near Grass Valley that we make a Cabernet blend from.
Nice.
You know, going forward, we hope to maintain these relationships with some of these great vineyard sites, and then you know, continue to build our brands and increase our volume.
Look for other opportunities.
Right,
So,
exactly.
with your biodynamic wines, tell us about Mendocino Farms.
Well, Mendocino Farms is really the heart and soul of the company. The first wine that Magnanimus produced was Mendocino Farms Red Blend, known as the Red Vine series. And that's a blend of Cabernet, Petit Syrah, and Syrah. And we're able to draw from two family-owned vineyards in inland Mendocino. They're owned by the Golden family, Joe and Julie. And one of them is called the Fairburn Ranch. It's in Hopland, just the east side of 101. It's a nice, gravelly, well-drained soil. It's kind of an alluvial bench above the Russian River.
Right.
About 450 feet elevation. Gets real warm, and we source Syrah from that vineyard. And then farther up the valley, just north of Ukiah on the ridge, there's this incredible ranch known as Hard Arrow Ranch. And there they grow Cabernet and Petit Syrah, along with really developing a well-integrated biodynamic farm. It's got active composting, cover cropping, and soil fertility programs, animals integrated into the farming process, sheep and chickens and horses, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And just a really beautiful example of this approach to farming. So we're excited to be able to be making wine from there.
That's quite a portfolio. So why don't you, so people can find you and find out what's going on, tell them your website address, and I think you want to spell that for them, too.
Well, yeah, one thing we usually do when we're presenting our portfolios, ask people if they've ever been able to spell the word Magnanimus, and generally we get going in a kind of a group chant, and we say Magnanimus, and it's Magnanimus. Magnanimuswines with an S.com. So if you want to find those wines, you can look up there. You can also look at Ukiah Cellars. That might be easier for people to find. Mendofarms.com. All those websites will lead to us.
Okay, that's great.
Great.
Well, Josh, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you,
Enjoy
Joel.
the rest of the summit.
Yeah, we are. Thank you.
All right, cheers.